Alright guys, and welcome back. Right, in today's episode I am going to rebuild this DB7. So off camera, I took the offside wing off the other day because you've already seen me do the near side. I didn't want to repeat myself, I didn't want to get boring. So, wings off. I've sanded it, I've base coated it, I've given it a couple of, well, probably 3 or 4 good coats of lacquer. And as you can see, it's looking really good now. So that's hardened. I need to clear the garage up and put it back together. Believe it or not, we're now at 400 subscribers, so a big thank you to everybody. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Cheers. Right, important job. This is the stainless steel piece that goes in the wing here. It's actually an offside one. As you can see, it wants a bloody good polish. It's got years of grime and dirt on it, so while it's off, I'm going to give it a polish. So I'm just going to use some normal fast cut compound. Obviously you can get metal polish, but for this it'd be fine. Does a good job. Just a little bit. And away we go. And as you can see already, that is a very nice shine. Beautiful. Now as you can see here, everything is really dusty. Now, it's one of them things, unfortunately, it's a body shop. Well, it's not, it's my garage, but you know what I mean. Dusty environments, it'll clean off. Don't be too put off by this. Right, I'm just going to use some cheap dash shine, just to clean a few bits up before I put it back together. So the plastics and stuff, this stuff, you can't really get to it once it's reassembled, so I just want to get the dust off now, make it look a little bit neater. Next job, airbox needs to go back on, so I've capped it. That's air intake. Just going to make sure there's no debris in there. There shouldn't be. That's good. So there's the airbox, as you can see, it's bloody dusty. So again, I'm just going to go over the whole thing. A really good clean. This is good stuff, this is. It's just cheapo Wilco's. But yeah, recommend it. Now these are held on with 3 M6 nuts on the top, as you can see here. They go for a little rubber grommet type thing, little rubber bobbin. And then there's one at the back. Now this is behind one of the oil coolers. It's a little bit awkward to get to, but it is doable. Before I can do any of that, I need to put the air mass meter back on. Another good sign this car's been well looked after. As you can see, the air filter's in really good condition. If I was going to replace it, because these are really expensive, like 160 quid for a set, I'd probably just use some kind of universal K&N, because it's just a normal cone filter with the same size fitting, but I don't need to. Right, here's the air mass meter. I repaired it in the previous video. It was cracked and bits missing, but I plastic welded it back together. And as you can see, it's nice and strong again. It can only go on one way. That's the wrong way. Goes on that way. Two nut, and I'm going to put a bit of grease on these as well, I think. The last nut goes on the snorkel here. Right, oil cooler now needs to go back on. I think this is for the transmission. 100% sure. So the two studs for the bottom bracket on the oil cooler come through this bracket here, next to your aircon receiver dryer. It's just a couple of 10mm M6 nuts. Not too bad at all, that's it. Little plastic nut what goes over here. Tighten these top two bobbin nuts, and that's the airbox secured. And finally the Jubilee clip. Air filter Jubilee clip. Boom. Right, next job is the headlight. One side of the breather is connected now. I think this kind of goes into the cabin and kind of sucks the moisture out maybe. I don't know where the other side goes, can't remember. Obviously around here somewhere, but not entirely sure. I'll hopefully become obvious when I'm doing it. Right, it's the wing now. Now these brackets should be bonded onto the wing. They were broken in the crash, so I basically cleaned them up. These want them bonded back on. So I think what I'm going to do is going to mix a little bit of fiberglass, dab it on, put the wing on in the right place, and obviously when it dries it will secure itself. Brand new stainless steel self tappers, because I hate rust. Right, I'm going to stick the other wing on now. I'm going to do it on a time lapse because I'm repeating myself basically. I just wanted to say though, if you do enjoy this content, please just leave a comment every now and again. Obviously I get to get feedback from you then, and it also helps the channel grow, helps with the algorithm, helps with everything. So obviously comment, subscribe, like, all that kind of stuff. Brilliant. Just something quickly I wanted to show you. So these wheels looked a bit scabby. I've given them a quick clean. Obviously they've been outside today, I've got a bit wet. I've got a few watermarks, but they've come up a lot better. The main thing I've done is I've changed the centre caps. This is the original centre cap. As you can see, it's really pitted, really poor condition. That's the new one. They were like 55 quid posted. So, night and day difference. Obviously, this one's a brush one, that's just painted. But yeah, really does lift the wheels. Right, wings obviously back on. Both front wheels are now on. I'm going to drop it back down on the floor because the next plan is to reverse it out and fit the bumper with a bit more space. So I think this has been plenty long enough, this video. So that's going to be next week's video. So for now I'm just going to drop this back down. And there we go, that's the first time it's been back on the floor since, what, July? Maybe even June. Doesn't look bad, does it? Right, thanks for watching guys. If you haven't already, please smash that like button, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment below. Thank you very much guys, and see you very, very soon. Bye bye. Oh, and another thing, if you want to sponsor me for November, as you can see Natasha's coming on now, leave a comment below and I'll drop you a link. Thank you.